Plaka, 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 plou, 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 plou. Boas rap, calé, plou, 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 plou.
Le sang, ils disent que le sang est une promesse. Mais moi, je saigne des mots que ma famille a empoisonnés. Bagona mio, wajewele ya mepaprengi. Airina le dodongi, kuyo una pode adokni mise na ndezeo. On partage une mère, mais toi.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into something powerful, a new song.
Yeah.
It tackles, well, one of the toughest things.
Yeah.
Betrayal, especially when it's from someone really close, your own circle. We're talking about Frère, that's Blood Brother, by the artist IHO. It's from his new album, GENESIA, which just dropped June 6th, 2025.
That's right.
And our mission today really is to unpack why this song feels like a held-back scream, you know, or maybe an unsent letter. We want to see how IHO turns that kind of deep pain into art.
Absolutely. And what's really compelling here, I think, is how IHO approaches it. It's not just airing a grievance. He tackles the raw reality of blood ties turning sour, but frames it more like a mystic trial. It's fascinating.
Like a mystic trial. Okay.
Yeah, we'll explore that. And, you know, how he blends these ancient themes with very modern issues, the whole soundscape of the track, and just the sheer artistry involved.
Okay, let's get into it then. The title itself, Blood Brother. I mean, that immediately suggests something sacred, right? A bond you can't break.
Right. That's the expectation.
But the song, well, it flips that completely.
Yeah.
He's talking about blood ties becoming this source of intense pain, like a curse almost.
Exactly.
He says it right at the start. Le sang. Ils disent que le sang est une promesse. Mais moi, je saigne des mots que ma famille a empoisonnés. Which translates to something like blood. They say blood is a promise, but me, I bleed words poisoned by my family.
Wow.
Yeah.
At that opening, it sets a very specific tone, doesn't it?
It really does. It makes you stop and think. How often the deepest cuts, those invisible wounds, come from the people closest to us.
Absolutely. And that line, it raises this important question right away. It signals this isn't just about personal hurt. It's framed as that mystic trial we mentioned, a deep dive into, well, toxic love, brotherhood gone wrong, spiritual damage.
Those invisible wounds only someone close can inflict, as the source material puts it.
Precisely. It elevates a personal pain into something more archetypal, maybe. It invites you, the listener, to witness this confrontation and maybe reflect on your own experiences of betrayal. It's definitely more than just a complaint. It feels like a real spiritual reckoning.
And what I find really interesting is how specific he gets about the betrayal. It's not just vague emotional hurt. He talks about a brother stealing codes.
Right, the code.
And it's not just, breaking personal trust, but actual digital and creative things. He sings, On partageait une mère. Mais toi, frère, t'as volé mes codes de cartes, mes codes musicaux.
We shared a mother. But you, brother, you stole my codes, my card codes, my music codes.
That feels so contemporary, a
Yeah.
very modern layer on this ancient kind of pain.
It is. And connecting this to the bigger picture, I think IHO just masterfully merges the digital language of our generation, with that almost ancestral pain of tribal betrayals. He talks about a soul brother turned heart hacker, how a sacred bond becomes a public snare.
Public snare.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exploited through things like WhatsApp leaks and NFT traps. It's a powerful metaphor for how trust can be weaponized digitally today. It's quite chilling, actually.
It really is. And then the chorus hits. And it feels like this poetic slap, It captures that generational pain so vividly.
Oh, the chorus is incredible.
He says, family matter. Nah who steal the coal away day inside family pot. You depose for Gucci, but your heart be agbada full of stain. Blood brought away, drink mama's milk together. Now you day sell my secrets for Kobo to bloggers. It's just so raw. Could you maybe break down some of that language for us, the pidgin especially?
Yeah, definitely. That chorus, it's linguistically so rich. Now, who steal the kolo AD inside family pot? Okay, so kolo in Nigerian pidgin often refers to like a piggy bank or savings jar.
Oh.
So it's literally asking who stole the savings from the family pot. It symbolizes someone betraying that communal trust, taking shared resources. Could be money, could be emotional wealth.
Got it, like raiding the collective good.
Exactly. Then your heart be agbada full of stain. And agbada is that big flowing robe you see in West Africa, often for important occasions. It represents status, respectability.
Right.
So a stained agbada heart means, well, this outward show of grandeur is hiding deep corruption, deep stains on the inside.
Powerful image.
Very. And selling my secrets for kobo to bloggers. Kobo is a small unit of Nigerian currency, like a cent. So selling secrets for almost nothing. It just emphasizes how cheap the betrayal was, how little the relationship was valued.
Making it even more insulting, really.
Absolutely. And this mix, pidgin, French, maybe hints of other tongues, it's not just style. Yeah. It makes the pain feel universal, but also deeply rooted in a specific cultural reality. It's brilliantly done.
So thinking about IHO himself, what does all this tell us about him as an artist? The description is more than a singer, like a conjurer, a scribe of brutal intimacy, a director of the unseen. That's quite a statement.
It is, and I think it fits.
Because in this one song, he seems to be so many things at once. You hear the wounded son, but also the spiritual twin betrayed, and then somehow also the one who forgives without forgetting. How does he manage that? To embody all those roles?
Well, it's part of that transformation process, I think, that alchemy, turning pain into, well, not gold exactly, but something powerful, art.
Right.
He actually says it in the song. Frère, ton amour est un couteau de cuisine. Oui, et moi je saigne en silence. Mais j'apprends à transformer le fer en or. Which is like, brother, your love is a kitchen knife, rusty. And me, I bleed in silence, but I'm learning to transform iron into gold.
Transform iron into gold.
Yeah.
You hear that woundedness and the vulnerability maybe in a quieter vocal passage, a strained note. The spiritual twin might come through in the more metaphorical lyrics, connecting it to bigger themes.
Okay.
And that sense of forgiving without forgetting, it seems to emerge as the song built, maybe in the spoken word parts where there's this controlled intensity. He's harnessing the pain, not just drowning in it. And his style itself is described as this unique fusion. Things like ancestral incantations, lago lami, and percussive onomatopoeia, plaka, plaka, plo.
Yeah, the incantations give it this almost ritualistic feel, don't they? Grounding it. And the onomatopoeia, the plaka, plaka, plo, it makes the rhythm itself a voice, a physical presence in the track. It's not just rapping over a beat.
And the spoken word. It's described as blazing, where emotions become weapons, poetry, and therapy.
Exactly. It feels less like performance and more like testimony. And the music underneath all this, it's called transcendental. Beats like war drums for the soul. You feel that deep resonance, the layered rhythms building and releasing. It's not just background music, it's shaping the emotional journey.
Each word, each beat feels intentional, an act of inner deliverance.
That's a great way to put it, yes.
So, okay, bringing it back to the listener. You might be thinking, why should I sit with something this intense? Why listen to Frère de Sang?
It's a fair question.
Well, the reasons given are pretty direct. First, because everyone has a brother, or a fake one. Its own right.
It resonates with that idea of chosen family, too, or broken trust within close friendships.
Yeah. Second, because betrayal hurts most when it wears your last name. That speaks to that specific, deep pain of family wounds.
The weight of history there.
Exactly. And maybe most importantly, because IHO turns revenge into light, memory into strength, it offers a path through the pain, not just wallowing in it.
And putting it in context, the whole album, GENESIA, it's presented as this journey, a deliverance in 16 chapters. And Frère de Sang is clearly one of the most crucial, most revealing parts of that larger story. It's key to understanding the whole album's arc, I think.
So we've really taken a deep dive today into IHO's Frère de Sang. It's quite the journey, exploring betrayal, resilience, and how you can take these deep, deep wounds and make something powerful, something artistic out of them.
It really is. It's more than a song, like you said. It feels like a testament, which kind of leaves us, and you listening, with a question, doesn't it? In a world where, let's face it, trust gets broken pretty easily.
Sadly, yes.
What does it actually take for any of us? To take our own poisoned words, maybe, or those rusty knives from past hurts and transform them, turn them into strength, into light, the way IHO seems to be doing with his music.
That's definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
A powerful thought. We really encourage you to check out Frère de Sang and, honestly, the whole GENESIA album. It's out now.
Worth your time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive today.
Now who steal the color where they inside family pots? You dey pose for Gucci, but your heart be packed by that full of stain.
Blood brother.
We drink mama's milk together. Now you dey sell my secrets for kobo to bloggers. Judas for market, but Jesus no dey your side. Now only juju dey your pocket and lie.
Respire, brouille mes mains sur la poitrine.
Babo d'ami, oh.